Hi there, this is Miss Coates again. I'm doing another PWR lesson. But first, I just wanted to remind any juniors, if you are interested in another program at Warren Tech for next year, we would love to have you back. The priority deadline is February 18th, but I think you're going to probably be listening to this after that date, which is fine. Just you can still apply after the 18th. If you have any questions on any programs at the South Campus, Central Campus, or even here, just stop by and I can give you some more information, okay? Seniors, another reminder on scholarships. There are scholarships listed on our page, so please be working on that. There was another link that I sent out with specific scholarship information. Hopefully your instructor posted that as well. But just to review, you would just go to counseling on the Warren Tech website, student resources, and then scholarships, okay? Today, you're gonna go to counseling, student resources, PWR workshops. Today, what we're gonna work on is your rough draft resume. All Warren Tech North students leave here with a nice professional resume and have gone through a mock interview. So mock interview, we're going to do them via Zoom this year, and we'll give you more information about that later. This will be in April. You are going to have a 15-minute interview, 5 questions with someone from your industry, so from someone from the program that you're in, okay? And then they're going to just give you a little feedback, okay? And we'll go over a couple of what the questions are throughout the next couple workshops. But for today, you're going to open this Warren Tech North resume template. And it'll say right away, make a copy, so you can just name it My Resume or whatever, something you'll remember that's in your Google. So definitely rename it. So I'm just going to rename it My Resume. If you already have a resume, a lot of students do this maybe at their home high school, or if you were at another Warren Tech program last year, you may have one. I just want to tell you that this is a really nice template that HR people from all the different industries told us is a great resume for a kid out of high school or even a kid out of a 2-year, 4-year institution. Okay, so this is a really clean, very nice resume. If I was working with you guys in class, I would tell you that HR people will look at your resume maybe 20 seconds. Okay, so your resume needs to be perfect so you get to that next step, which is the interview. And then you'll wow them with your personality and the answers to your questions. Okay, so this resume needs to be perfect. If you have one and you love it, that's great. Just take in some of my information that I'm going to go over with you today and maybe modify it. Okay, this one again is clean, the spacing is perfect, the fonts are good. Okay, so just take that into consideration, because I would hate for you to redo it if you really love your current resume. So right up here at the top, I'm just going to go over a couple things. We used to have your mailing address in here, but with LinkedIn and Indeed and all those electronic job sites, we don't want your mailing address on there anymore. Okay, so we just have your phone number and your email. And a couple items on that. If you had a cute first email when you were in 8th grade or 5th grade, whenever you got your first email, and it was a cute name like, cute soccer chick at gmail.com or Hotmail or Yahoo back then, now's the time to have a professional email, okay? You can get one email on Gmail that's just for your college, scholarships, jobs, things like that, just a professional resume. So see, this one's pretty simple, janedoe@gmail.com. So now's the time for a nice professional email. And again, with your phone number too, I know a lot of you guys just text a lot, but make sure your voicemail message is nice and clean and professional as well. The ones with the songs, and then they're like this crazy loud song, and then they're like, oh, just a minute. Oh, just kidding, I'm not here. Leave a message. If you have scholarship committee is calling you to set up an interview, or you have a job calling you for an interview, you want to have a very nice voice message on your cell phone, okay? Summary of qualifications, please do not use my examples here, even if that is you. I'm going to share with you another website here where you can get some good verbiage. But make sure these are kind of like your top employability skills, which we had done earlier first semester from that lesson, if you remember. So just the top 2 or 3 bullets of who you are, what you would excel in a job. This is called a chronological resume. So we're doing most current to past. So here's your home high school. You would put that and make sure you change the dates. Look at how everything is lined up on this backside right here. So you're going to change that, obviously change the city if you go to a different school. This is a criminal justice resume, but obviously if you're in another program, you're going to need to change that. Most of you did participate in the concurrent enrollment program we have, so I would adjust that as well. This is going to be spring 2021. And then each of you earn different amount of credits. So just make sure you know you change that amount. So you would say concurrent enrollment in audio production, that was 3 credits. Okay, if you are in criminal justice, you maybe did all 18 or maybe you did 12. Forensic science, yours is going to be 8. Okay, so make sure you know that. Skills, you're going to, obviously, some of you are not going to put handcuffing if you're not in criminal justice. Most of you did CPR, a lot of you did first aid, and then you're going to really think of the skills that you're learning within your program, okay? And you can ask your instructor for maybe those top skills, but this could be 3, 4, 5 things, on skills. Employment, if you've never had a job, that's okay. You could put in here volunteer experience or community service. Think of something that you've done since 9th grade up to right now. Again, this is a chronological resume, so Jane Doe here currently is a child care worker. And look at the verbs here: maintain, observe, present tense, okay, because Jane has this job right now. Look at her old job at Wendy's, okay, she greeted, accepted, cleaned, okay. And if you haven't had a job, or if you've just had one job, you just put that in there. Just kind of try to remember the dates that you worked, okay. If you've had a ton of jobs, just put in the top 2 or 3 that you have worked the longest. And then activities and awards, again, this is 9th grade up. If you did something great in 7th and 8th grade, that's fine, but not for your professional resume. If you've done something since then, like let's say you're in the Girl Scouts and you've done that since you were young and you continue to, then that's fine, but just any awards or activities that you've done in high school. And a lot of you are involved in a lot of things. This is tough for some of you. Your resume needs to be 1 page. Okay, so if you need help, you are going to share this with me on Google. I can help you with some spacing and some margins to get this to be 1 page, okay? So that's the rough draft resume. So you guys are just going to plug and chug. All the information is right here. Please make sure you line everything up. Look at the KinderCare, Wendy's, Pomona Warren Tech, Pomona. That's all lined up, okay? See how clean that is? You need that super clean. It shouldn't take you too long. I do want to share with you back on the PWR workshop site. This is a great site right here, ONet Online. So you're going to pop up that window. Okay, and you can play around on here. This is a federal website, so we really like this here to work with you guys because Naviance will be going away, after you graduate. So this site will always be here. If you've had a job and you need some good words, so you can type in here, I'm going to just type in server, so way up here in the top right, click server, and you can kind of figure out what job is the closest of what you currently have as a part-time job. And if you look here under tasks, you'll hit the plus button and you'll have a ton of really good words you can steal. Don't copy and paste because the fonts are different. But instead of just saying serving hamburgers, you can use some of these words. Okay, so that'll help you a little bit get some of those good words. I also want to share with you, a lot of kids struggle with the summary of qualifications. So let's just type in here, police officer, and you would type in whatever kind of you see yourself being in the future. So we're just going to look up police and sheriff's patrol officers. And what I want to show you here is skills. Okay, so these skills is what you would really need for this job. If that is you, don't lie. You can pull some of those things for this summary of qualifications. Okay, so I would just keep up the ONET tab up here and then kind of really think about the jobs that you do, who you are, and then you can kind of plug and chug the verbiage in there. Okay, again, make sure if you had the job, it's past tense. Make sure everything is clean. Really watch your capital letters. A lot of kids are capitalizing like everything. Just capitalize, this first letter right here. Look at that, it's no periods. Okay, they're just statements. Okay. So you guys are going to work on that. If you can, share it with me. That would be great. I'd be happy to clean it up for you if needed. My Gmail, you can just do Danae Coates at jeffcoschools.us. So if you can share that, that would be great. And then our next lesson, we'll kind of go over some mock interview prep information and some tips and tricks on how to make that successful via Zoom. Okay. So there you go. So that is your assignment, is to turn in a rough draft resume, share that with me. Your teacher may also want you that turned into you as well. If you have any questions, you can email me or stop by. Thanks.